This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
I'll take on all of you! Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Raise on the pressure with the projectile. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Opts for the throw. What are they thinking here? Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. This is a gigantic life lead. How are they going to deal with this? Oh, easy tech. Next hit will end the round. Okay, creating some space here. Anything could happen here. Will this super art connect? Parries to cancel the fireball. Closes out the round with a fireball. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now. And he flies them open with a Shoryuken. Grabs them. Medium kick. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Still scrapping for control of the space. Hits them with a stop and block. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Peppers them with a Psycho Blitz. Jumps. Genius read. Controls the distance with a smart kill rush back. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Will this be enough to kill? One more. Are they dead? Oh, they're dead. What a way to close it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Nothing stops this train. Uses the target combo as a filler. Hits them with a 1-2-3. Good decision with that throw. What now? Player 1 has the super gauges and finds the target. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Gets it the perfect fireball range. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Player 2 is on the brink of disaster. Wrecks them. Turn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation and whips. They're wide open. Turns out. Super art to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Ryu putting that MD and whooping ass to work. Turning it right up with a super. Jumps. Throws them. Both sides getting ready. They're recovered. Jamma! Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No.
comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Goes for the low kick. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. Blocks the jump in. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? What's the play here? Nice tag. Goes for the fireball. Super meter is looking bare right now. Will they try to hang back to stock up or continue fighting? Taking stock. Sees it coming and blocks it out. That drive impact is blocked. They both need to stand firm here and deal with an empty drive game. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Goes for the super arm. Player one sends a little gaze for the Misatsuko. Closing moments of the match. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Grabs him. Misses the drive impact. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Connects with medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Burnout activates. Time's the only thing moving here. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Jumps? Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Medium kick hits. Barely blocks the jumping. Both fighters planning something? Long-range fireball to break the silence. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Hits them with a stop and pop. Life burn out, but they may have a plan here. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Blocks it. Throws him. What's next? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Knockdown. The impact gets blocked. Knew they'd go for it. That's a good read. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Feeling out the spacing. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Knockdown. Sticks the jump in. Checks them with the projectile. From up above. Throws them. What's next? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Throws them to negate the block. Life lead opens up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The throw whiffs. Hits with the overhead. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. Rushes that off and keeps going. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player two needs to use their F, drops them from the air. Connects with the throw. Zones with the fireball. Life lead is there, but still anyone hit impact squashed. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play? And whiff! They're wide open! Oh, the throw connects! What's next? Drive rush! Who's got it? Oh, what a finish!
That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight.
comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireball. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Trips them up. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. The impact gets blocked. We've got both sides without a drive gauge. How will they overcome this? One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Checks them with a projectile. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They both showed their hands a little bit, so it digs in deep to get that drive in. Player 1 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. We may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Time to reassess the situation. There's the impact! Not letting that go unpunished. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Were they baiting them into that? Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Scared money don't make no money. Spins it all for the Shinryu Ripper.
Bet that.
They push their way and whip. They're flatlines on. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. With the forward throws, the battle in the corner continues. What are they thinking here? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Still slugging it out here. Decides to spend the meter, brings out the nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Medium kick. Oh, they're in the corner now. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1, a super art. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Now, experiencing burnout. A quick breather. Player 2 hits them with a stop and bop. There's a change of sides. Grabs and throws them away. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 1 can't use any throws them. Knockdown and looking for a chance. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. And whip! They're wide open. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Drive impact misses. Life lead is there. The low. Shoots their shot. Taps them on the toe. Actually charges up the platform. What a finish. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Throw escape. Experiencing burnout. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. What are they thinking here? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Goes for the throw. Knockdown. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Bops him with a target count. Knockdown. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Misses the drive impact. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. The fight can hold your breath. Life lead opens up. Solid combo. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. The pressure is so intense here. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The counter is blocked. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Springs forward with the drive rush. Shoryuken? Risky up-close scrap still going. Checks him with the projectile. Player 2? Oh, what's this?
They can't squander this punish counter chance.
Both fighters are low on drive.
Scared money don't make no money. Spends it all for the Shinryu Ripper.
Bet that.
Player 1 in dire burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to king. Looking for a chance. This is the time to use Spark.
Solid anti-air. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 1
Will look to apply pressure here.
what a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes for the throw. Goes for the fireball. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Trips him up. Ooh, what's this? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Knockdown. Player 1 chases them down. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. Heats it up with a combo into super. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Time's the only thing moving here. Checks him with the projectile. Feeling out the spacing. Finishes with the throw. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the rush down kick. Nice read with the cannon spike. Player 1 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round.
This right here is what Cammy's all about. Here it comes. The Delta Red Assault.
Wow, that's some big-time damage. Oh, burnout triggered. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Life lead is there, but still ending in there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Oh, this unleashes some big damage. Hits them with a stopping bar. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Sticks out a kick. Player 1 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Dangerous range here. and whiffs! They're wide open!
A projectile to say, get off of me!
Both of our combatants are cooking up something.
Dangerous situation here with both able to use drive. Betting it all on the drive rush! They push their way out of the corner.
Good parry! What are they gonna do? What now? A jump in? Ooh, what a smart throw! Ugh, scuffle!
Nothing stops this train!
A real test of nerve!
Turning it right up with a super!
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it! Did not miss that chance and takes the round!
That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight!
It's not over yet! Best believe it's time for that rundown! Medium kick hits. Drive rush to keep it going. Projectile to try and change the situation. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Takes a trip. That drive impact is blocked. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Combo with the target, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. The pressure is so intense here. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Opt for the throw to close it out. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Zones with the fire. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive gauge gap here. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Breaks the block with a throw. Going in. Oh, burnout triggered. Finishes with the throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Spin knuckle. It's time for both fighters to lay it. Hits them with a stopping block. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Lands the super. Time for dessert. There's a burnout. Close range projectile. They're recovered. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Player 2, maybe it's no! Critical art now? What a finish!
Woo,
I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Let us begin.
Prepare.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Gets a chance with that jump in. Blocks the jump in. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how it goes for the super art. The super art finds its mark. This is a gigantic life lead. How are they going to deal with this? Projectile to try and change the situation. KO. Player
1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Brushes off the impact. Was looking for that jump attack. He brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. They gotta press here to take advantage of this drive down. They gotta make something happen to increase Manho's metal level. Breaks the block with a throw. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Gotta be kept, finds the target. Wrecks them. Safely increases their throw level. Absolutely relentless in there. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Spends the meter to throw on some massive damage. How will this impact things? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Takes a trip. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Opt for the throw to close it out. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Were they baiting them into that? Shinku Hadouken! Super! Oh, must have saw something we didn't. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? The impact doesn't do anything. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. There's an overdrive Shoryu. Not much life difference. Zones with the fireball. This can lead to some big damage. Fights back with authority. Any mistake. Oh my god, they just choked. Doesn't touch the throw. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Throws them to negate the block. Still slugging it out here. Takes the chance to hurt him. Shoots off a fireball up close. All right, what's coming up next? We are near the... Will this super art connect? Knockdown. In a dire situation. Burnout activates. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Grabs them. Taking stock. In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Absorbs the hold your breath. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Blocks the impact. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Breaks the block with a throw.
Player 2 picks a good spot to use the super.
Zones with the fireball.
Clutch anti-air. Gets drilled with an overdrive Shoryuken. What a finish! Player 2 comes away with the win.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Looking to cook him up, weaving that super art into the combo. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Can't tech the throw? Taking stock. A comeback's gonna be tough now. Can they do it? And the throw ends the round. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 chases them down. Throws them to negate the block. Both of them were ready for a throw. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Wow, that's some big-time damage there. Hits them with a stop and pop. Uses their drive to Jingu Hadouken. Both fighters planning a genius read with that throw escape. Player 1, they can't squander this punish counter attack. On for the critical art. The big flex. The broken jaw. Big Shoryuken.
This is the path I have chosen.
A lot of pressure building up here. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. A projectile to say, get off! Okay, what's this Jingu Hadouken gonna do? Closes it out! Player 1 comes away with the win! How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Goes for the throw. Gets a chance with that jump in. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. What are they thinking here? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge. But burnout triggered! Even with both fighters in burnout, this may be the time to strike and take the round. Still slugging it out at this range. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Tries them open with a Shoryuken. Last round saw some incredibly calm nerves despite the odds stacked against them. This will be a big win if they can keep it up. Jumps up. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Knockdown and smart play with the throws. They just won't stop switching sides. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Pounces on their prey with the wild hunt. A quick breather. The drive impact hits them with a stopping block. Noticeable life lead. It turns out. Player one dashes out the cage right there. Still alive? Still alive? Landmine zone. Player one was an absolute beast in that match.
Now, find a new rival.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Trips them up. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Holds out with the block. What's the play here? Grabs him. Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. All that effort for so little payoff. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. And the throw ends the round. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Left off a projectile to waste time. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. They were right to be on guard there. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Hits the back throw to get the side swing. What's the next move? There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. A quick breather.
Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter.
Life lead is there, but still
All in with the rush. They gotta go. All bends it on the fireball.
here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Ooh, what a smart play.
Nothing stops this train.
Were they baiting them into that?
More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Snatches them with sense of calamity. We're about to see a Kuma when it really means business.
They're backed into the corner now. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage.
Can this drive bring them back?
Too far for the drive impact doesn't work. Only 50% life left. Catches them out.
Willing to risk it for the overdrive.
Gotta do better than that. What are they gonna do? Oh, burnout.
Did they mean to do that?
Connects with the throw.
What a statement with that
Burnout, but they may have a plan here.
Oh my God, what a super! Is it over? Will they survive? It's over! Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back.
Shoot their shot.
And whip. They're wide open. Gets carried to the corner. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. The throw misses. Spends the meter to throw on some massive damage. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Knockdown. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Taking stock. All that effort for so little payoff. Takes a trip. Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning out. Makes a huge statement with that finish. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. That drive impact is blocked. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Will gain control of the match in the early going. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. What'll happen here? Grabs and throws them away. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best.
So the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around.
Both sides.
Throws them. Looking for a hole.
All in with a rush.
Player closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Opens with the fireball.
This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Uses the gauge for a super art. Uh-oh.
This could really tip the scales. This might be a pivotal.
Excellent block. Close range projectile.
Shrugs that off.
Knew the throw was coming. They're in range.
We gonna see a jump in? Can this drive bring them back?
Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? Shows off a pep. Solid anti-air. The drive impact doesn't work. Shakes things up with a fireball.
Nothing stops this train.
He throws them. What now? Burns out. What are they gonna do? Light reads the jump in perfectly. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Okay, here we go. The jump in is rejected. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Throw leaves them wide open. Grabs and throws them away. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Next up, uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Down to the wire. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Sticks goes for the super art. Takes a trip. This is a real back and forth match this season. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. All right, what's coming up next? Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Take Shinku Hadouken. Player 2 in there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Had the radar up and running. Sees it coming and blocks it out. The fighters continue to check each other in the early game. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 has the meter lead. Checks them with the projectile. Player 2 chases them down. Throws them. What's next? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Dashes forward. Scrapping it out up close. Goes for the rush. Doesn't miss a beat. Hits him with a stop and pop. Player 1, Shinku Hadouken. Knockdown and burnout. Did they mean to do that? Throw is denied. What a read. Impact squashed. Anti-air in the clutch. Player 2 fires off the shot. What were they thinking? What a finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the throw. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. What are they thinking here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Easily escapes. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. All right. Impact's a no-go. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Trying to figure out who will make the first move here. That drive impact is blocked. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Timely side switch there, which will let them go on the attack. Who's gonna make a move? Our fighters should be warmed up now. Expect both fighters to crank it up a bit now that we're halfway through the round. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Time's the only thing moving here. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Both fighters are barely digs in deep to get that drive in. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Nice block on the overhead. Hits them with a stop and pop. Sticks the combo. Player 1 chases them down. Target locked and scoop. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Breaks the block with a burnout activates. Level 3 super. spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
What's wrong? Get up!
Jumps? Hugs nothing but air. Noticeable life lead. Knocked him out of the air. Shows some disrespect with that invincible special. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Heavy punch sends a block. Nice counter. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Knockdown. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Goes for the drive rush there. Life lead opens up. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 creates a good corner. Burnout activates. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Heavy punch sends a block. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Checks him with the projectile. Jumps.
This is my chance.
Goes for the throw. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Which way you gonna block? Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. The big flex. The broken jaw. Shin Shoryuken.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2 will need to use their meter here wisely. Uses their drive gauge. Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Oh, could be the start of something. Jumps up. A quick breather. One chance here may end this match. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances.
Ryu wins!
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Let us begin.
You call, I answer!
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. The impact gets blocked. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Next up, who's going to break the silence first? Checks with the projectile. No good up high. Player 2 has the life lead. Throws him down. Knockdown. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Sticks the combo. All right, what's coming up next? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense.
My turn.
Player 1, oh, burnout triggered. throws them to negate the block. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gears, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart.
Grabs it cleanly. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? A huge punish counter right in the opening seconds of this round.
Takes the chance to hurt him.
There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. What's the next move?
Player 1, there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. What'll happen here?
Breaks the block with a foot, springs forward with the drive rush. Risky
turn in there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight round. Fight. Opening.
Impact squat.
big throws.
Excellent block. That feeling out phase is over. Brushes that off and keeps going. Super arts on deck for both fighters. Turning it right up with a super. Do it to them. Show the people what they came to see, Ryu.
What's wrong? Get up.
A jump in? Sets up with the jump in. What now? Getting it all on the drive rush. Player one can't let this simp try to act quickly but whiff the attack. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Throws them. Amazing. Player one with the rhythm owning that space. Oh my god, what a throw tech. He goes out of sight. What?
This is it.
What? What a sick punish counter.
Ryu wins.
Player one was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes with the safe stuff with that target.
Impact's a no-go. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Oh! On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 needs to deal with this looking to cook him up, weaving that super art into the combo. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match.
My turn.
Adds on a bit extra to add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Side switch with the back.
Player one has completed their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. Opt for the critical art. A clean KO. Nice meter awareness. KO. Player two with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Immediate jump in. Throw escape.
Checks him with the projectile. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Takes a trip. Player 2 chases them down.
Sets a shuriken bomb to panic him. What'll happen here? Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out.
Changes things up with an overhead.
KO! Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.